from a strange and mystical land, where ancient rituals dwell in the mists of time, and forgotten temples fill the horizon. Can this man's determined quest discover the secrets, unlock the mysteries, and reveal the hidden pathway to enlightenment?
I don't know about enlightenment, but my ass has left town. My ass is tracking.
I just made a woman eat a cricket so she would sell me some pants. I don't know, is that Thai good luck? Or maybe it's enlightenment. Why is enlightenment always up and up and up?
Better carry some hand sanitizer. Are you enlightened? I'm enlightened.
This is the only enlightenment I've found since I've been here.
Sorry,
Stay close.
I said I was going to back out once you said that.
Stay close.
Go.
All right.
Where is that enlightenment?
I think he is enlightenment. Whoa!
YouTube.
YouTube!
Something is not right in this sleepy town. What terror lurks in the shadows? What secrets are hiding in the darkness? What is the dread that plagues the quiet streets? Can the truth be uncovered by the psychic, the skeptic, the cameraman? Or will they be too late?
Are you with me or no?
You're an alien.
We start our adventure in the city of Bangkok. It is a city of opposites, super modern with its high-rise buildings, and ancient with its many temples and traditions. We choose to stay along the Chao Phraya River in the old city. The river is the main reason Bangkok exists today, as it is Thailand's most important waterway. Barges and long-tail boats move rice and other goods along it. People use it to commute to work, and even live right on its banks. Wat Pho is not only Bangkok's oldest and largest temples, but it's also Thailand's foremost center for public education, especially Thai traditional medicine and massage. Intricate porcelain mosaics cover practically every part of the building. Offerings lie in nooks and crannies and at the foot of many images of Buddha. The most impressive of these is the reclining Buddha, illustrating passing into nirvana. The statue is 150 feet long and 49 feet high. Mother of pearl inlay ornaments the feet. We leave Wat Pho and venture into the bustling midday streets. Vendors line practically every street and alleyway, including food, dried fish, holy objects, and even used dentures. A particular alley catches our attention. It's the private boardwalk to a riverside community. These people live very simply in what appears to be 1 or 2 room homes. Woks and other household items hang on the walls outside, and front doors are left open for fresh air. In what would seem like low-income housing, everyone seems to have flat-screen televisions, and satellite TV dishes could be seen above on most rooftops. Finally, the amulet market. We are triumphant. It is a dense rabbit warren of aisles and tables. The trade here is mainly on thousands of talismans. Collectors, monks, taxi drivers, and, allegedly, people in dangerous professions prize these objects. Bright and early, and we're on our way across the river to Thonburi. The easiest way for us to get a peek of this village is by longtail boat. By the 1840s, Bangkok had so many canals along this section of the Chao Phraya, it was known as the Venice of the East. And at one time, 80% of Bangkok's population lived along these canals or klongs. Sort of gives a new meaning to waterfront property. Economic status does not make a difference here, as the rich and poor share the shorelines. Although there are many modern roads along the eastern waterways, life in Thonburi still largely revolves around the klongs. It is still common to see waterborne vendors selling everything from pastries, coffee, fruit, and of course, to the convenient tourist souvenirs.
Small boat, I sell something, mister.
Hold on.
Something, sing beer.
Hold on.
Water. Souvenir beautiful. This small boat.
Give me small mouth. Give me smile.
This small boat, floating market. Some souvenir. And this healing. จะขายเยอะซื้อด้วย
Ah, cool. That I like. How much?
And this bag ทิปมาดามด้วยมีบาท
Baht.
อันนี้100 บาท
100 baht?
100 บาท
Okay.
And this bag ทิปมาดาม100 บาท
100 baht.
แล้วไม่เอาซิงค์ด้วยเหรอซิงค์เบียร์
Cool.
แล้วอยู่ในกิ๊บ
That's okay. This is good. Ah, that's funny.
พูดทูอินวันเนี่ยทูอินวันทิปมาดาม
We're still perplexed why the vendor kept trying to sell Carl a beer at 8 in the morning. We wait our turn for the lock to open. There are a series of lock systems in place to help with the flooding during the monsoon season, which tends to be between the months of June and October. Lucky for us, February is considered the so-called cool season. The majority of the houses here are built on stilts, but some are constructed on bamboo rafts. Either way allows for the compensation of the seasonal flooding that occurs there. The highlight of the Thonburi is the impressive Wat Arun, named after the Indian god of dawn, Aruna. We were lucky enough to have the wonderful sunset view of this temple each night from our hotel right across the river. The central prang represents the mystical Mount Meru, and its ornamented tiers are worlds within worlds. Its design symbolizes Hindu-Buddhist cosmology. These challenging steps are supposed to represent the difficulties of reaching higher levels of existence. Never had we seen anything so steep and narrow. Ancient Thais must have had really small but really long legs. Inside the minor prang are statues of Neyu, the god of wind on horseback. Carl takes a moment to gain more karma and enlightenment. Ah, our favorite lunch place. Good food and beer and right on the river. Thankfully, a nice breeze too. We begin our journey north on a third-class train. Third class means wooden bench seats that have long lost their cushion and no air conditioning.
This is the train to enlightenment.
It's amazing to see how close to the train tracks these houses are. But once again, there are plenty of satellite TV dishes to be seen in spite of what we would consider poverty conditions. Little did we know, our supposed hour-and-a-half train ride would turn into a 3-hour tour. But we eventually did make it to our destination. Ayutthaya was the capital of Siam from the mid-14th century until 1767, when it was invaded by Burma and sacked. Afterwards, the capital was moved to Bangkok. Today, all that remains of this powerful empire are the many ruins of its grand palaces and temples. The quiet peace that surrounded us must be a far cry from the hustle and bustle that would have been a part of everyday life here in its heyday. When the Burmese invaded, they desecrated many of the statues of Buddha. Those that survived still have religious significance. This is Wat Ratchaborana. It was built by an early 15th century king on the cremation site of his two brothers. Both died in a struggle over power as each one of them wanted to succeed their father to the throne. Consequently, the third brother, who was not as ambitious as they were, ended up as king. This is the remains of the entrance to Wat Phra Si Samphet. The site is still impressive, even if it is a shadow of its former grandeur. The 3 chedais were erected to house relics of the 3 kings who built the complex, starting in the 15th century. After its destruction, the temple remained overgrown with weeds and trees until the beginning of the 20th century, when it was partially restored to the state it is today. So much for it being the so-called cold season.
I don't know if this is enlightenment or I'm just exhausted.
Waiting for the overnight train to Chiang Mai and the continuation of our adventure. Chiang Mai is the second largest city in Thailand, and it lies in the heartland of what is called Lana Thai. We stayed in the old part of the city. The covered markets had pretty much everything you could imagine, from paper decoration to all kinds of food. And yes, even fresh live eel, if you're interested in that sort of thing.
You buy these birds to let them go, and it increases your karma and hopefully your enlightenment. So here we go.
Every week there is a Sunday walking market. It couldn't have gotten any more convenient, with part of it being right outside our hotel. Mixed among the many vendors selling foods and wares were several groups of traditional Thai musicians. I was thrilled to see some traditional dance as well.
It's really hard not to laugh.
I know.
There's nothing like getting a fish foot spa to rejuvenate weary shopping feet.
Now these are enlightened. Mmm.
Oh gosh, I hope Carl isn't off to find some other insect to eat. There are 6 main hill tribes that live in northern Thailand today. They are the Akha, the Hmong, the Lisu, the Karen, the Lahu, and the Mien. Many of them began arriving in Thailand at the end of the 19th century and come from Tibet, Burma, and China. Each group has a very distinctive heritage, clothing, language, religion, and culture.
New state just
These once nomadic people are responsible for some of Thailand's beautiful textiles and silverwork.
When they are moved from the Burma and to in this area, the Thai government.
Donc elle a pas beaucoup d'anneaux encore, plus qu'ils vieillissent, plus qu'ils...
The Karen long necks are known for their distinctive tradition of the women wearing brass rings around their necks. Over time, more and more rings are added, giving the illusion of stretching the neck. In reality, it's really compressing the rib cage. We were torn by this practice. It's one thing to respect a culture's traditions, but we wondered how much of it's done now due to the draw of tourism. Still, the scarves they were weaving were very beautiful and colorful.
I can say the road that we have come here. If we come in the rain season.
We took a trip to visit another hill tribe village not far outside of Chiang Mai. They were mostly from the Akha tribe and proved to be relentless saleswomen.
Thêm bà đó, cái này sẽ biết biết.
10 baht, huh?
Luki, Oliver.
Getting killed here.
10 baht.
10 baht, 10 baht, 10 baht.
Thêm bà, biết biết đó. À, về con là đồ chú. À, bà làm lên. Mà nó đã bụt để lên cho người làm.
You want anything, Christy?
Water bag.
Wow.
Water bag. This
Water bag.
Cái này sẽ lỗ.
That's kind of nice. Elephant?
Yeah,
How much? 10 baht?
no. Hello. 120 baht.
120 baht?
This is 10 baht. You give me how much?
Those are
Cheaper.
pretty. Some of the woven
Yeah,
ones might be
this
nice
is
to
10
bring
10
home.
baht? That looks good on you.
Hello. Logo. How much you give for me?
Ooh, too much money.
Oliver. Hello. Hello.
I'll take this one. Take this one, 100 baht. Good?
Hello.
This one you gonna buy. You want hello.
Good.
Thank you.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
ไม่ได้ขายแล้ว
No, hay no.
Hello. This one naman.
No. No, okay, that's good. No,
Hello.
okay. Nope. I need, no.
Hello. Looky no.
Carl couldn't seem to move fast enough to get away.
180. 180. Okay. 180. Let me ask my boss. Okay. Come. Let me ask my boss.
The final tribe we visited were the Hmong at their village, on the forested mountain of Doi Suthep. They are known for the colorful embroidery work on bags, belts, jackets, pretty much everything.
ใส่สตางค์แล้วก็ใส่โทรศัพท์ได้ทุกอย่างเลยเสีย
She
ตัง
said
ค์
this money for money have a zip here
นี่โทรศัพท์อันนี้เสียตังค์ได้หมดเลย
some coin some telephone she said
ใส่สบายสบายแล้ว
something in here I see beautiful
Do they make just like a sash in this village?
อ๋อถ้าเป็นผืนน้อยๆยาวๆมีกระถางที่เปิดเอาไปไว้อันเวลาเปิดเอาไปประดับบ้านเนี่ยเอาใส่ฝาบ้านเนี่ยมีกระถาง
มีนี่เป็นที่อย่างนี้ค่ะ
อ๋อ
อันนี้ยาวมากนะคะ
I was thinking like a belt that you wear.
อ๋อที่มันเป็นคล้ายๆใส่ห้างอ่ะเก็บผ้าอะใส่ห้าง
Saw some people in.
Our guide told us that sadly, within maybe 10 or so years, many of the hill tribes won't exist any longer. Not an uncommon situation, but the younger generations don't wish to stay and learn the traditional crafts. They want to be integrated into the modern Thai society instead.
Okay, then we're gonna go, please. We go down.
Temples and images of Buddha are almost everywhere in Thailand. So are images of dragons and pristine chedais. But everyone is welcome, whether you have 2 or 4 legs. Their ornamentation can be fancy with gold, or simply made of teak. Giving offerings is a daily ritual for everyone. Maybe it was good karma for us, but we happened to be in Chiang Mai during one of what they were referred to as Big Buddha Days. The temple at Doi Suthep is one of the most revered Buddhist shrines in northern Thailand. Our pilgrimage starts with climbing the Naga or dragon staircase, all 304 steps of it. The atmosphere this day is very festive. Here's some bells waiting to be rung for good karma. It is not unusual to see Hindu images of Nisha. Many temples combine both Hindu and Buddhist beliefs. The inner part of the temple was absolutely beautiful, with its golden sanctuary and central chedai.
Ready? I'm gonna get enlightenment now. I'm getting lots of enlightenment now. I'm really getting some enlightenment. Just good luck, enlightenment, you name it. Keep on ringing the bells. You're gonna get lots and lots of enlightenment. Putting it in the bank. Just putting it in the bank. Get more and more and more. You gotta get lower though. Lower. No, me. I'm getting lower. You're just the cameraman. I'm getting lower.
More good luck. I need more good luck.
Where is that thing? Where is it? It's like peeing in the dark, I guess. You gotta reach really low. Get more enlightenment.
One more, one more, one more.
On a day trip out to Chiang Rai, we stopped to see the White Temple. It is actually a very new structure, with its construction beginning in 1997 by a noted Thai painter turned architect. Seen from a distance, it almost looks like a porcelain wedding cake, but is really a combination of whitewashed and mirrored pieces of glass. Hell doesn't look very pleasant, does it? The subterranean temple of Chiang Dao is in the mountain area with over 8 miles of caves. Many of the caves have statues of Buddha that were left over the years by Shan pilgrims from Burma.
Very nice. Very nice. And after that,
We can get a sense that this must have been a very important and busy holy place at one time.
From the outside, come to this area. In this area before Chiang Mai, it's a Rana kingdom. Go to fighting with the Thai army. I think
Perhaps prayers left behind by previous visitors? The deeper we went, the thicker the air became. At the end of this portion of cave was a very old Buddha shrine.
You have a some for the charge pavilion.
But I knew batteries when we get out.
Okay.
Offerings of gold leaf, flowers, and money have been left by others, venturing this deep before us. Even a few in our tour group left some coins behind. We were both really excited about seeing the elephants. Originally, we were going to do what most tourists do: elephant trek through the jungle, followed by a gentle raft ride. But after talking to Fred and Ellie, a couple we met at the hotel in Chiang Mai, we were convinced the park would be much more meaningful. Asian elephants are smaller than their African counterparts. A number of those elephants in the park used to be used for logging. But when that was commercially banned in 1989, many of the elephants were just let loose. Others come from being injured due to abuse and even old landmines. The park is not only home to over 30 elephants, but also water buffalo and at least 80 dogs. Volunteers work at the park to help care for the elephants. It's almost feeding time, and the elephants know it for sure. They start heading towards the main building of the facility. Their anticipation for lunch is big, but they are so gentle as they politely wait. Each elephant has its own basket of food to fit their dietary needs. We're feeding Lily currently, and she likes to take big bites of food.
Sweetheart. More. That one comes later.
Give it to her.
Want all of that.
I told you, she likes big bites. I got elephant slime on me.
Elephant snot?
Well, I think it was more drooling because they were very, very hungry.
It was coming out of his nose, though, wasn't it?
We don't have more program like elephant riding for you. We don't have elephant show dancing, or in the afternoon we bring the baby elephant to play the muddy here.
Yeah.
We have bird's eye view for them here. We cannot see close because naughty, very naughty. Swing the trunk, step your feet, and yeah, we just watching from here.
After feeding the elephants, as well as having some lunch ourselves, it's now bath time in the river. It doesn't take much encouragement to get them to go in. And that looks like it feels so good. Rolling in the mud helps to provide the elephants with some so-called sunscreen. Even in northern Thailand, temperatures can get well into the triple digits. It also looks like it's a lot of fun to do. This is Lek. She established the elephant park in the 1990s because she felt it was important to preserve such a precious creature. It is easy to see she truly cares and loves these animals.
Tamarind to help her to digest it. I don't know.
Because you were like moving out of it.
How old is she?
23 months. Yeah, next month will be her birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2 years old.
2.
Oh, terrible teething.
Yeah.
Like that.
Stop.
She wants me to be under her. I'm muddy.
You're gonna need to have a shower tonight.
Oh, every 2 times a day. And my shirt, you are very surprised. Look clean again because my staff work very hard on this. Malino.
Now it's our turn to help bathe the elephants in the river.
Hey guys!
Should I be doing from the surface out of the broken leg?
Ooh, it could be. Yeah. It was the back right leg.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. So cool.
They are such gentle-hearted souls.
Hey, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, giant monster.
Did you get it?
Yeah, come on, more water, please. More water.
I think I'm almost as wet as the elephant. Pretty amazing. The skin is the hair is really coarse, but the skin is really smooth almost, like a soft sandpaper, I guess would be the closest thing. But they're so gentle and amazing. It's wow. They seem content just to hang in the river with us.
For the rest of my life, I'll remember this. One of the best things ever.
I think it's got black mist in it all.
I think I finally found the path to enlightenment. This is the closest I've come since I've been here. These animals are ancient, wise, and full of love. Thanks.
A quick plane ride back to Bangkok and one last night in this wonderful city. What an amazing adventure.